Hi, this is Albiano Bernal, and this is Aito Pocket AI. First, let's head into the objective. The objective was to propose a human enhancement system as a way of overcoming health challenges while exploring how game mechanics can be used as a strategy for learning, motivation, and engagement. Now, this design is intended for elderly users who are mostly retired, that may live with family or alone in a home, who want to stay healthy, and that want to feel more prepared for their oncoming impairments from aging. Now let's head into research insights. Now, what I found from the initial secondary research is that elderly people are not as incapable of using technology as individuals think they are. It seems that way because all new technology are usually targeted towards younger people. Now, it's true that elderly are not as quick as younger people, but elders are willing to learn with careful instruction at a slower, gradual pace. Now, things I found helpful in my secondary research towards designing for elderly are: you need to introduce features gradually over time. You need to provide reminders and alerts as habitual actions. You need to use subtitles for any voice outputs. You need to avoid visual distractions as much as possible. Elderly people have much longer attention spans, and that you need to enable connection to a smaller, more important group of people. I also found that in my primary research that elders are willing to learn if taught properly. Elders often find technology to be helpful with menial physical tasks rather than how young people use technology. Elders see technology for a sole purpose. They're not used to multiple use technology. Now, this was an interview with an occupational therapist to research for my previous idea that catered to brain injury and Parkinson's. Although this project was not continued, I did receive important information about medications, how you need to keep up to date, or else there will be severe side effects, and the mannerisms of geriatrics. Which brings us to our persona. His name is John Doe. He's 76 years old. He's a retiree in Vancouver, British Columbia. He loves playing bingo with his friends and likes to go on walks around the park. His goals are to find more structure in his daily life and stay connected to his family. Now, his frustrations: he feels that all technology is too difficult because no one will teach him. On to prototype insights. Now, this is my first prototype. It is an AI assistant for elderly people to aid them, to help them feel more comfortable at home or in the home. This helps them practice their cognitive ability and remember daily tasks. This product encourages usage by way of familiarity and simplicity. Now, this is the prototype of the AI interaction. I wanted it to show how it would respond to the user. I wanted it to have more of a personal conversational tone rather than being an obvious robotic tone. This is to help with elders to feel more familiarized with the technology, so that they feel more comfortable with the interaction. This is the second sketch prototype. This prototype is a reflection of the older speaker systems with mesh fronts. Underneath will be a series of LED lights that will show subtitle-like text accompanying the AI voice. This one is a tabletop form of the AI at home. Now, this prototype is a trailing robot form of the AI, where it will follow your steps and be of aid at all times. Although there is concern of how it will be able to follow upstairs or get into a car, and with this form being so close to the ground, elders will have trouble looking at it and reading the screen if needed. Now, this is the fourth and current prototype. It's a portable AI assistant with a connected bracelet that reads your heart rate to track your health. The Pocket AI is in a smaller form to easily fit in your pocket. Now, this is the integrated website accompanying the Pocket AI that lets you update all your info specifically to you. This website will mostly be used for onboarding scenarios. Now these are the wireframes for the website. It just shows that there's a serial code for each product and it is specifically catered to that device. You need to enter your name, your address, and your contacts, as those are the main touch points for elders. Now with the primary and secondary research, and also the prototypes, this brings me to my design features. The first one is the reminders. Elders need reminders. It could be as easy as recording. The second one is exercise. Now exercise doesn't only help with physical, but also mental health. So a 30 to 60 minute walk each day is helpful for your mental health. Now for your communication, it is different from younger people. You need to cater it to a smaller tight group of known people. There's no need to introduce new people. And these last two are my emergency protocols. The first one is the 1 mile radius protocol, that if they walk out of a 1 mile radius of the home, it will prompt Aito to ask if you need any assistance. If yes, then it will call a handy dart on the exact location to bring you home. The second one is the emergency tracker. It includes a heart rate monitor, so if the heart rate would drop below or above the usual, it will prompt Aito to ask if they are okay. Now if the answer is no, or if it was left unresponsive, then it will call emergency services to that exact location. Now these are the design criteria for the design features. You need to promote learnability by introducing new features gradually over time, not all at once. It needs to be static, not following, so it could be handheld or stay in the home. You need subtitles for audio output in case it goes unheard, and you need to use black and white for displays and or other high contrast displays. Now moving on to the narrative design technique insights. This is the written storyboard. For the storyboard, I needed to make sure that every feature was included because they were all important to the product itself. It was hard to choose which parts of the video to take out for it to fit into time. For the visual storyboard, I depicted the best way to interact with Aito normally. I wanted to show how you would interact with it and how it would interact with you. These are just some stills of the video, and this is the feedback that I got. Now I wish I had spent more time on the pacing of the video and had revisions to the video. It didn't deliver the message well enough. I think partly also because there were too many features to go through. Now on to the diagrams. This is the main user flow, where on the left you have your main introductory points, where you open the box, you unbox it, you go to the website and you register it, and everything auto-updates to your specific Aito Pocket AI. After that, you will go into some introductory points where it will lead you to the task queue. These are the main features of Aito. A task is initiated every 4 hours, although the user can prompt it without Aito's initial response. Down there in the bottom right corner are our emergency alerts, so you have the 1 mile protocol and the emergency tracker. For the user flow, apart from the introduction to the first interaction with Aito, the rest is adaptable, so that if you prefer to walk around for your exercise, like John Doe, Aito will remember your choice and adjust accordingly. This is the journey map. The journey map made me really think about how each process would link to each other. It was hard to depict because ideally, the product would ping you throughout the day to continue your progress. Now on to our final design. These are some final sketches of Aito, where I have it with the mesh front, and I have some very tactile buttons to reflect some older technology. And so you have the wristband with the heart rate monitor and the accelerometer, and the Pocket AI with the on-off slider, the volume rocker, an LED panel under the mesh for the subtitles, and the front face is a tactile button. With this design, I hope to enhance the quality of life for the elderly through finding stability in a friendly and familiar product. Thank you.